Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be going over a question that I received. I receive it enough times that, it warrants a video. And it's how to get signed to a label. Okay, so a couple distinctions. Getting signed to a label in the electronic music world means one of two things. Getting a track signed to a label, which is like, a track-by-track basis. You get the track that you've done, gets signed to a label, and it's just track by track. Another kind of idea of signing is you yourself as an entity get signed to a label, and that's a major label, and they invest money into you, and they want exclusivity, and they want to develop you, and they want to manage you, and they want to book tours for you and stuff like that. So what we're going to be talking about is just the track by track basis situation where they just sign the track, and then they just sign the track from you. Okay, so first thing, you want to be good at producing. You want to make something that's competent or compelling, and something that they would be interested in signing. So you want to be good first. Secondly, you want to target labels that you think would be interested in what you're doing. That would be, let's say, if you make like a hardstyle track, you don't want to market it or email a tech house label. It's not gonna work. So yeah, just do some research, and basically every EDM label has a website, and they have a way to send demos. So yeah, target things. That you don't go about sending a mass email to every single label, because there's these label lists with like the submission email and all of them. Don't just copy all those emails and then send them out. That's not a good way to go about it. So yeah, do that, or don't do that. Make the email personable. Don't say, check out my new track fam, sent from iPhone. Don't do that. Make it personable. Be like, brief, but, personable. Be like, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm from this country. Insert country here, if you want. And just say, I have a track that I made that you might be interested in. You can do little tricks like, I'm hoping to get it signed by you. I think this would be a perfect fit for your label, and I'm sending it to you before anyone else, blah, 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 get back to me. It's kind of like, creating that sense of urgency. It's like, oh, I better check this out. There's that, which is important. The link to the track, don't send attachments. People hate that. Don't do that. Don't send attachments. Send a private SoundCloud link. Private SoundCloud link means they want exclusivity. They want to hear it before anyone else. And yeah, so just keep in mind with that. You want to enable downloads. That's also very important. So they can download it and then listen to it, send it to their A&R, or like someone who co-manages the label and all that. One thing that's really important is to kind of know your place. When you're starting out, most likely you're not going to get a track signed to a major, or like what constitutes a major in our industry. Go for the independent labels that know what they're doing. These independent labels kind of work harder, and they have excellent DJ mailing list that they'll send your track out to. So go for like the mid-range labels. You can go for the majors. The major being like Spinnin' and like that other one, Ultra Record. All the go ahead and do that just for fun. Still make it personable. And if you have a good product, they're definitely going to listen to it. SoundCloud is also useful, so you can see who's listened to it and all that. One thing you can try, and this is something that I've done, is I've sent a track out to DJs as a promo. And yeah, you can say in the email that this track is supported by blah blah blah. Maybe that might work. I've done that. This track is unsigned. Played by whoever. Do you want to sign this? There's that. So yeah, one thing to do, and what's very important, is to be strategic. Send it to one label at a time. Wait 2 to 3 business days, and then send it to another one. Don't send it to all of them. And it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to not be discouraged if you get a no, or if you get no response at all. That's fine. That happens. That just means that you need to. It's just something they weren't looking for, which isn't the end of the world. But yeah, just keep on going, and if no one wants it, you need it. It's kind of like a humbling experience. Yeah, you learn a lot. So yeah, and a lot of times you gotta play ball. And what I mean by that is sometimes there's no contracts, and it's kind of like an overall gentleman's agreement or gentle person's agreement. Sometimes there's no contracts involved, and if yeah, there can be like an agreement, but it's not you know what I mean? It's like, anyway. Sometimes that's not involved, and you just get the agreement in email, and that's good enough. You don't need to like fax signatures and stuff like that. But yeah, get things in writing. Even if they're in breach of contract, there's not a whole lot you can do. So, but one thing I've done, I had a few, like a string of techno records I made in like 2009, and they weren't even giving me statements. And in the contract they'll say, yeah, we're gonna every 3 months, every quarter, we're gonna give you statements. They weren't giving me statements, and like what do you do? Like, you can't take them to court. So what I did is I said we had an agreement. I'm terminating that agreement, and all these tracks are mine again. And so I released them on my label, and that's just kind of what you have to do. But that's another situation. That was me just getting kind of fed up and putting them on my own label. Yeah, so that's it. That's kind of the video that you guys enjoy. Hope you learn stuff. Take care and have a good one.